Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? My name is Reverend Ardo, and this is the Anonymous Republic Network presents Gray Jedi TV. This is going to be a part two exposure of a very sick people um, who have no reason, to do things they do, but they do it anyway. And we're talking about pedos and groomers in video game communities. This is part one of two. Now, we're going to talk about two of the games that really tonight. One of them is Club Penguin, that really was a place where parents and grandparents can trust their kids and grandkids. You know, it's 5 up to preteen. Kids go up there, talk to their friends, classmates, whatever, and it came out in 2005, and over 20 years ago, and started out as a little small outlet. It was the origin of Club Penguin is really interesting, but Disney swooped in like a vulture and just picked it up and turned something into a place where parents can trust, and even grandparents can trust too. Now, we all grew up playing video games. We had our favorite games. We had, um, and it was like on that top list of favorite games we played. But this time, it's a internet-based online world. Games like, again, Club Penguin, Magic 101, and just became this real place where your kids went on to have fun, play with friends, and where parents trust these places, and really got into a great, because kids got to talk to their friends, classmates, and just really, really had fun. It ran from 2005 to 2017. Wow. Disney had it running for pretty good, but it, the way it was set, if you said if anybody said anything out of really left field, you were banned for a certain amount of days. Okay, and you had to really um, abide by the guidelines, because you know companies that create a product where you can go online and do things, but you have to really follow the the guidelines. And so I became a father at 23. Never thought I would be a dad, and it changed my life. You know, my son, he loved Club Penguin as a kid. He'd go on there, talk to his friends and classmates, and I monitored as a dad. I monitored what went on because I didn't want anything to happen to my son. You know, as a parent, because parents, even though we trust these sites, we have to monitor, because not knowing that there could be a creep on the platform, you know, and you have to monitor what your kids do online. Kids are like little sponges, and um, it's really got to monitor, just absolute, to make sure your kids are safe, even though you trust, but over time, by 2017, you know, Uh again, pride. I mean, you went on there, hey, but prior to 2017, what was 8 years ago? 8 years ago. Um, you got to think, okay, kids and preteens that went on there just had a blast of knowing that a great platform they enjoyed, they loved, because they got to talk to their friends and classmates, and just really enjoyed. But 2018 came around. 2018 came around, and the Club Penguin came back, but under Club Penguin rewritten, and Club Penguin Online. And I got done watching a thing on it, and it kind of bugged me, as a parent, because you're thinking a place where your kids went, to, a place where your kids went to have fun, play games, talk to their classmates, their friends, even cousins, and their family, and it became a place where you could be you, you know. But it started to really get insane. Now, prior to the controversy over Roblox, which we'll talk about next week on Great Jedi TV next week at 7 p.m. Um, it's just really it's sick. I mean, you have creeps that would just stalk your kids, man. I'm like, as a parent, that pissed me off, man, because kids are supposed to have a place to be where they can be safe, okay, or they can be safe. And now, looking at this issue with Roblox, which they are in deep trouble, and I would say it's time to boycott Roblox. Boycott it, you know, because Roblox, like Club Penguin, is supposed to be a place where um, kids can have fun. Kids can be kids, and it is controversial because of what's happening, and you have online predators. There's a guy that got busted, and he ended up using, well, basically what this guy is. He was a creator of one of the servers, and this guy's a sick dude. I'm sick dude. Here, let's go to. I came across came across about an hour ago, and it's just really not good. It is very, very sick. Um, what was the name of the guy? Um, there was became very sick. Um, he wasn't a hacker, but he paid hackers to DDoS a couple of servers, rival servers, and just really he paid hackers in Bitcoin. Um, and this guy who paid was a groomer. And I think that, again, a place like Club Penguin should be a place where kids can be themselves, talk to their friends, classmates. A lot of these games are being invaded by sick people. And I think it's really not good. Not good at all, because I've been I became a dad 27 years ago, and it just really bothered me, because I'm a dad, and I'm monitoring my son to protect my son. Make sure that things are well accounted for. And to make sure that he's good, because I don't like sick people. And then, I mean, you look at, see here. Let's go to, there's a huge, let me see here. We're gonna go to, there's controversies of Club Penguin. Okay, Club Penguin, a charming game about, this is a video done 2 years ago, and it was a video done by Pixel. Let me see here. A channel named Pixels in the Dark did a video on a notorious predator. I really hate ads, man. Okay. Allow me to be literal mob boss of Club Penguin. See, we had 4 major families of the Club Penguin private server mafia. Club Penguin was written and being the most successful in the clear boss of the and Virtual Penguin being just a tiny. Club Penguin rewritten, Virtual Penguin. Club Penguin Online. Penguin crew wanted much more than some. They wanted all. Now, at the time, Disney came out with Club Penguin Island, and that didn't last very long. I mean, even though fans of the original wanted to bring it back. Hey, we love the original. Bring it back. So Disney should shut it down in 2017, and right after the shutdown, Club Penguin Island. I mean, what was it you're saying? If it ain't broken, why shut it down? Right? Why? I mean, if it ain't broken, why shut it down? So after 12 years, they shut it down. They shut it down. And there was a two. They brought it back from fans. Fans created a Club Penguin to really bring back the nostalgia, and so John Moore, he's spending $1 billion a day just to jack up our prices. I hate politics. I really hate this. Ads. No one cares. Now this is Virtual Penguin. Now they're saying here that the heads of Virtual Penguin would do a DDoS on other servers. Named Riley. That's right, Riley. No, the guy named Riley. He's the one that hired hackers to DDoS servers and go after and collect information from players who pretty much gave them access to their data and harbor that data, And this guy Riley was also a groomer and just really sick guy. Yeah. Riley was a cold-blooded gangster. The Virtual Penguin family would then go on to hack into other private servers and ban every player, forcing them to relocate totally joining Penguin. Slowly, the families would fall to the. It's pretty much it is. It is what it is. I mean, what they're doing. But the thing is, how far can they go? And platforms like Magic 101 and Club Penguin, have just been invaded after the shutdown in 2017. Dude, there's fans of certain games that, like Star Wars Galaxies, man. The fans bring it back, and just really love the nostalgia, and they create a public funding to keep the thing alive because fans, even fans of Club Penguin, they love the original because they love the nostalgia. They love talking with their friends and their classmates and stuff like that. But here we got this Virtual Penguin, a guy who pays hackers to DDoS other Club Penguin servers. And plus, not just that, the guy pays hackers in Bitcoin, and the guy named Riley, take Riley here, sick guy, and what happened? You have groomers invading. You have peedos invading, And why? Leave kids alone. But now you got these servers that have less protection, weak encryption. They remove the filters. There is no rules, no guidelines, no anything to protect players. And anyone who remembered the original would go on there and pretty much they get DDoSed off one of the servers. Why? Because the guy that created a Virtual Penguin, he wanted it all. He wanted it all. Why? Why ruin a good thing they have that really was well put, where you could play with your friends, your classmates, and parents trusted this. after Disney picked it up, it spanned a lot of things, games and TV shows and movies, and became something good because parents were happy that their kids had an outlet to go to. My son did that, and he loved it because he talked to his friends, his classmates. I mean, it was a great place to be a kid. Just be a kid, man. Just be left alone. But Magic 101, too, another game, great game. Never never really got into those games because again, I'm a dad. I don't. But as a father, I worry about my kid, my son, at the time, but yet I still make sure that he's okay, he's good, talking to his friends and classmates. But the thing is, right after Club Penguin shut down by Disney, when they brought out Club Penguin Island, people are like, why? We like the original. Nothing was wrong with it. But Disney shut down Club Penguin Island. I don't know if they did or not, but that's what kind of thinking here. But after a while, in 2018, 2019, different equivalents of Club Penguin came around. Club Penguin rewritten, Club Penguin Online, which were two different two that were really created by fans. And did they have any good encryption? Probably not. Any rules and guidelines? Probably not. Any filters? I don't know. Probably not. But yet, there was fans that love the nostalgia because something about Club Penguin really got into a nostalgia. Nearly 20 years ago, what came out. But the darker side of Club Penguin is, again, predators, Peedoes, and Groomers, and it's sick.
Until only two remained at the top: Virtual Penguin and Club Penguin. Virtual Penguin could never decapitate Club Penguin Rewritten. They were simply too large. However, a few things made Virtual Penguin's favor and even the top. First, Club Penguin Rewritten had a 1 month
Here, also
supernova of the server that Virtual Penguin couldn't touch was actually run by a few high school students who created something that went way beyond what they initially planned. It became too much to handle, so they shut it down, only to bring it back to life 1 month later. Although it was only a month, many of the players resorted to joining Virtual Penguin as that was
here. This was May of 2020.
the next server. Secondly, Virtual Penguin would make the choice to rebrand itself as Club Penguin Online, which would aid into the third reason towards popularity. Press. Online bloggers would create.
There was a BBC reporter that investigated one of the servers of one of the games, and he went in, signed up, did a little investigating and research, and what he found out was this wasn't the Club Penguin your kids went on over 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was something different. Something felt not good, not good, you know, and not good at all, not good. So no filters. The encryption was not good. It was weak. There was no guidelines, no anything. You if you were a kid and you went on there to, hey, you love the original, you want to go back and try this one. But what the reporter found out was there was a lot more to bargain with, you know. And even teenagers, they were asked for pics. What the hell? Why? Who would ask a teenager for? Who in the hell stupid enough? And I mean really stupid enough to ask for a teenager for pics. And you guys know where I'm going with this. So I'm keeping it PG. Okay, keep it PG here. And what the hell? If y'all remember the actor who played the Flash, he was not a very nice guy, if you get my drift. PG here, and shit, I think it's really to a point that, hey, you got to protect the kids, man, And right now we're in an era where, for the last few years, prior to the pandemic, we've had a couple of really weird people, and one of them is Jeffrey Marsh. Oh my God, Jeffrey Marsh, Jeffrey Marsh, that sick bastard. Even that name makes me sick. Gives me nausea and makes my skin crawl. That sick bastard. Here's a guy who went online and said, I want to talk to the kids. So what? This sick bastard wanted to talk to your kids. Why? This is a guy that parents should really watch out for. Okay? This sick bastard is the kind of person that parents should watch out for. Okay? And sick guy. And 3.5 years ago on TikTok, there was a woman of Islamic faith said, "Hey, stop talking to the kids. Stop talking to the kids, man." Like that. And she got uh, um, retaliated against by the supporters of Jeffrey Marsh. They sent her fuck. They sent her pictures of her kids at their school. Now, this is how sick this guy is. His supporters flattened her tires, bashed out her windows of her car, sent pictures of her kids at school. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You're going after a mother who, now, when it comes to her kids, a mother bear will rip you to fucking shreds, man. A mother bear would rip you apart, man. Okay? Yeah. A mother bear would rip you to shreds. A mother would put her life on the line to protect her kids, man. The most dangerous person alive is a mother when it comes to her kids, man. But when it comes to a family, a father is a lot worse. Yeah. Dads when it comes to our families, are a lot worse because, dude, it's something you don't want to go to. I mean, dude,
Clickbait titles advertising Club Penguin online as if it was the original Disney-owned Club Penguin being Gilbert. Many people joined under the guise that this was the original Club Penguin, and it drew in more than 5 million registered users. Just so you know, that's
5 million
for a fan-made private server. The criminal acts of manipulation from the virtual Penguin team would eventually pay off, as they were now crowned the king of Club Penguin private servers. Club Penguin Online will be able to keep this right for the next couple of years. Still competing with Club Penguin being written, they will be able to keep a healthy advantage with many players regarding Club Penguin
it is, man.
Online as the official, unofficial Club Penguin server. However, in 2020, this crime family of internet penguins would soon face a whirlwind of controversy leading over the past 2 years. Joey Hughes, aka Twix, an ex-staff member of Club Penguin Online, was taken to YouTube, publishing multiple half-hour videos detailing the disgusting and criminal activities that occur behind the scenes of Club Penguin Online. No, you heard that right. A Club Penguin private server had a whistleblower. Joey exposed the entire situation behind the many allegations presented to Club Penguin Online. So, get ready. A lot. Riley wasn't actually the official owner of Club Penguin Online. It was actually Timmy, who was a developer. Riley was just the lead of marketing and advertisement, including a large Discord server that drove many players to Club Penguin Online. Without Timmy, the game wouldn't exist, and without Riley, the players wouldn't exist. They basically formed a symbiotic relationship. However, Riley had an edge. See, it's much more difficult to attract new players than it is to just rebuild the game. Although Timmy was the true owner, Riley had full reign, and he knew it. He would become power hungry and rule his kingdom with an iron fist. He would hire freelance hackers to get into other accounts for his plan of penguin domination. He would even sometimes have his own team.
So pretty much, this Riley guy became the Mark Zuckerberg of Club Penguin.
So they wouldn't turn and rat them out. Worst of all, though, he would message underage girls playing on the server for nude photos in exchange for moderator privileges on the server. The sad truth is, this would often work. Here's some text exchanges between Riley and others that were leaked from Twitch. Bear in mind, Riley is 20 years old during the time of this.
20 years old. This Riley guy, 20 years old, asking for pics in exchange for mods, meaning moderator. What the hell?
Exchange. Here's one between Riley and his team member. Is this cupcakes referring to a girl on the server? Tell her to send me nudes.
So basically, this Riley guy became this Club Penguin predator. He was the guy of marketing. Okay, Timmy was the guy that owned thing, but who in the hell, man? You own this site, you own this server, and you hire a marketing guy. I don't know if he knew or didn't know that this guy, Timmy O'Reilly, was a predator, asking for pics from young girls for, you want to be a mod? It's sick. It is very, very sick. I'm thinking this guy is walking around with a target on his back. Let's see here. So this guy Riley, he's walking around at the time with a target on his back. What the fuck?
Vermont. Riley, she's 14. So, this is a conversation between Riley and a girl applying for moderator. Hi, this is a mod application. I'd love to be moderator on Club Penguin Online. I love the community and staff. Thank you. What do you need? Pictures? Huh? Nudes. I'm 16. Send it for mod. Here's a conversation between twins and an underage girl after he found out what Riley did. Quote, can I ask you something? You never told me why you wanted to become admin so badly. Fine. It doesn't matter anymore. I don't play that shit CPS anymore. Maybe power? Explain what you mean by power. Riley told me that if I sent you revealing photos, I could have power and Club Penguin online and fool the Peedoes with them.
Uh-oh.
Which would then go on to collect all the evidence he could to create a case against Riley. Dozens of screenshots, interviews with victims, and confessions from Club Penguin online staff members. You tell story about how 19-year-old Anthony was raped her a lot and she sent, unfortunately. He created a petition that garnered over 13,000 signatures to close down Club Penguin.
13,000 signatures.
After a long-winded battle in May of 2020, at the peak of Club Penguin Online success, Disney would hear the allegations faced his owner and order an official takedown notice for Club Penguin Online. With this,
through the Digital Millennial Copyright Act, DMCA.
Authorities would investigate Riley and make an arrest after finding possession of child pornography, officially concluding the 4-year tyranny of Riley and the Club Penguin. Penguins would then flock back to Club Penguin Weekend, so they can feel safe knowing they can finally join a party of like-minded friends looking to have fun and sled races and snowball fights between themselves and their penguin buddies.
Club Penguin have been since closed. Please be careful, kids. It's pretty much saying don't do anything stupid. Be safe. And creepy adults shouldn't be along at all. Not even Santa Claus. Now, this was one about the sick truth about Club Penguin Online from a former staff member, part 1.
I'm making this video because I want the world to know what Club Penguin Online is doing, what the owner of that game is doing, and the evil, sickening disgust that that community has and is hiding from its user. Many of you guys have stumbled on this video because someone shared it to you, because you're looking to play a Club Penguin game during this quarantine time, or just because you want the tea. My name is Twix. I go as Twix, Pong. I've gone by many names throughout my years playing Club Penguin.
This is a former staffer that's blowing the whistle here.
Throughout my years on the CPS community. And today I'm making this video because I need the world to know what it was like for me to work with someone who owns a game that is as popular as Club Penguin Online, and the evil, disgusting, twisted, demented shit that went on that I did in front of everyone for so long.
Yeah, let me have
played Club Penguin since I was 7 years old, 2007, and then I didn't like the idea that Disney incorporated membership to wear clothes. I didn't like my penguin being naked. So my friend at the time at fourth grade introduced me to CPS, which stands for Club Penguin Private Server. That is then where I found out that you could be a member, you can curse, you can add any amount of points, any amount of items that you want. Guys, it is and
okay, here we go. I'm gonna place here for guys.
Dom, Rope, Slashy, whatever you guys know me as, whatever you guys want to call me. Today I'm making this video because I want the world to know what Club Penguin Online is doing,
what the owner of that game is doing and the evil, the sickening disgust that that community has and that is hiding from you, the user. Many of you guys are going to stumble on this video because someone shared it to you, because you're looking to play a Club Penguin game during this quarantine time, or just because you want the tea. My name is Twix. I go as Twix, Dom, Rope, Palm. I've gone by many names throughout my years. I have been throughout years playing CPS Live. I just recently resigned. And today I'm making this video because I need the world to know what it was like for me to work with someone who owned a game that is as popular as Club Penguin Online, and the evil, disgusting, twisted, demented shit that went on that I hid from everyone for so long. I've played Club Penguin since I was 7 years old, so in 2007, and then I didn't like the idea that Disney incorporated a membership to wear clothes. I didn't like my penguin being naked. So my friend at the time in fourth grade introduced me to CPS, which stands for Club Penguin Private Server. That is then where I found out that you could be a member, you can curse, you can add any amount of coins, any amount of items that you wanted for free. And I've been in the CPS community ever since. For the last 4 years, I have been staff on Club Penguin Online. I just recently resigned about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. But in those 4 years, I worked and played Club Penguin Online. Now, Club Penguin Online used to go as virtualpenguin.in, and they were pretty popular. That was the server that everyone was playing right before Club Penguin shut down. And then virtualpenguin.in rebranded themselves to Club Penguin Online. Club Penguin Online is ran by someone known as Riley, Anthony, Sienna. That's all the nicknames that he's gone by. He's gone by Ramirez, Mickey, Bugs, God, Jesus, Satan. He's gone by so many different names I don't remember. Riley is a 20-year-old man that his real name is Adeori Adebalwe. He lives in the United Kingdom. He's, like I said, 20 years old. He claims that he goes to university for psychology, and he makes all of his income to pay for college classes through the ads that are on the Club Penguin Online's website. Now, this video, you guys see me playing Toontown. This is a voiceover of me talking to you guys and I guess ranting about why Club Penguin Online is not a good server and why children and everyone should stay away from this server. What I'm going to tell you is going to be graphic. It's going to be disturbing to some, and it's going to make a lot of you guys sick. But the truth needs to be out. I'm tired of going on Snapchat, watching TikToks, and seeing people playing Club Penguin Online, not knowing the evil history behind this game. I have screenshots that have never before been seen, as well as videos of the owner himself that I'm going to all incorporate inside this video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is going to be probably a 3-part series, just because this video is probably going to be pretty long and I don't want to bore you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. So Riley, let's get into who Riley is as a person and his upbringing, and then we will get into, the other parts of the video. So Riley has been in the CPS community since I think 2013. He used to be on this site known as Riley5.com. It was owned not by him, it was owned by a completely different user, but this was a forum board that the CPS community used where people would develop stuff for the Club Penguin Online community, talk, chill, stuff like that. It was a forum board strictly for Club Penguin related topics. Riley used the username Anthony at the time. He wasn't a known figure in the Club Penguin community. He was still, I believe at the time, I think he was a minor at the time during 2014. Yes, he was a minor at the time. So he wasn't known. He wasn't anyone that the community knew. He was just kind of there. I believe in late 2016 is when Virtual Penguin first aired and first opened up. Now, virtualpenguin.in wasn't popular. Riley owned a lot of CPSs in the past that failed. He wasn't a developer. He was friends with developers who created servers for him, gave him the ownership, and then he would just basically claim that, he created the server. So he owned virtualpenguin.in. in 2016, and that is when I became staff in 2016. And there was rumors that Riley was doing some fucked shit. He was asking girls for naked photos. He was being pervy, but no one really knew if that was true or not. There wasn't enough evidence linking to that. There was screenshots going around of Skype conversations that are true. All the Skype conversations that you guys have seen of him asking girls for nudes, saying that he needs to hire more girls, saying he doesn't care about their age, saying, oh, you're not a good fit for the staff because you're not a girl. Those are all true. I was in that Skype group chat. Before Discord got popular, Riley used Skype. And there was a Skype staff chat for Virtual Penguin where he would discuss disgusting things with staff members, such as DDoSing other servers, hacking other users, and at one point saying that Club Penguin Online is his kingdom, it is his empire, and he is going to conquer other servers and be the only Club Penguin server, and everyone is going to play it. Now, obviously, at that time, people kind of scoffed at him, laughed at him. But fast forward to now, he is pretty much doing that. Riley owns the biggest server, Club Penguin Online. Club Penguin Online is the biggest server out there. There is no server that has as many active users, as many registered users as Club Penguin Online. And it's very scary knowing that someone like Riley, someone that is as sick-minded and evil as Riley, owns this server. Riley is a pedophile. And, I'm showing screenshots right now going on the screen of proof that Riley's a pedophile. Riley has asked underage girls for nudes. He has gotten underage girls to send him nudes. He has underage girls' nudes saved on his phone. He has two phones, one that he uses to text people, and then his vault is what he calls it. And his vault is all of the nudes and all of the doxes that he has of people in the past. So my nudes are on there. His ex-girlfriend Vale's nudes are on there. His ex-girlfriend Sydney's nudes are on there. My dox is on there. Their dox is on there. Who else knows what's on there? It's all on there. So Riley has asked girls for nudes, and he somehow convinces his staff to defend him and to stand up for him. I did that for him, and it was because I was corrupted by the power that I had with Club Penguin Online. If you protected Riley while you were staff, Riley would not fire you, and Riley would let you do whatever the hell you wanted to do. It's kind of that type of thing that if you do something for Riley, he will do something back for you. If you send nudes to Riley, he will give you admin in return. That's what happened with Chloe. That's what happened with Vale. That's what happened with Sydney. That's what happened with tons of other staff members that just kind of randomly popped out of nowhere and no one knows where the hell they came from. It's because they're sending Riley nudes, and in return, Riley is giving them admin. I have proof of that. The screenshots that you're seeing right now is from 16-year-old Chloe, which is one of his more recent exes, basically telling me that Riley asked for nudes. She sent him nudes, and she, in return, got admin. Now, I want you guys to know that anyone under the age of 18 in both the United Kingdom and in America is considered a minor. Chloe is 16. Riley is 20 years old. What's going on here is Riley is receiving child pornography in exchange for administration. Now, basically what happens is once Chloe broke up with Riley, Riley actually met her. He actually flew to America, to where she lives, and actually met her. And the only reason why I know this is because I have Chloe on Snapchat, and I was there. I saw the photos that she posted of Riley on her Snapchat story. So yes, Riley does have nudes. He does ask underage girls for nudes in exchange for admin or moderator or whatever he wants to do. He has them saved. And that's a very, very scary thing to know that a game like Club Penguin Online that advertises themselves as a child game is collecting child pornography from their users or from the chosen users, as he likes to tell them. He social engineers these girls into basically telling them that he chose them because of the excellent display that they're showing to the community, and therefore, in return, he wants to reward them.
Pretty much, pretty much of what this guy's saying is that this 20-year-old guy is the Jimmy Savile. This 20-year-old guy is the Gary Glitter of Club Penguin. Um, um, the guy's from the UK. He's 20 years old. Goes by the name of Riley. He's the Gary Glitter / Jimmy Savile of Club Penguin. And that's just the guy is a Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter of Club Penguin. And this is
He's crazy. So I worked for Riley during this time. People say I'm a bad person because I stayed silent. The only reason why I stayed silent was because Riley had my personal information. He had my address. He had my phone number. He had photos of me, export photos of me. I never sent Riley nudes. I just want everyone to know that. I never sent him nudes. My nudes got leaked because he hacked my Snapchat account because I pissed him off. So he had information on me, and he threatened me that if I spoke out against him, if I told anyone what was going on, that he would swat me and he would make my life hell. So for 4 years, I was under Riley's control. I was his slave. I did the dirty work for him. I doxed people for him. I hacked people for him. And for that long period of time, I defended him. If Riley told me to do something, I would do it. No ands, questions, or buts. And that's kind of how it went until recently. I had enough of Riley's shit. I'm tired of Riley hurting people. I am tired of Riley harming people, innocent people, attacking innocent people, and making him believe that he's some type of god, as he continues to tell people. So I resigned. I quit, and now here I am making this exposed video of Riley. And on the screen is all this evidence that I have of Riley doing this type of shit. What else has Riley done? Riley hires people to hack for him. He's not a hacker. He's harmless.
someone like that has that much control. Um, I mean, anybody like that has that much control, and this Riley guy is equivalent of the Finders. If you all remember, if you all look it up, a group of pedos and pedos that if you remember, if you look at the Johnny Gosh case, 12-year-old paper boy in 82, kidnapped in Iowa. Nobody knows where he's at. And what these people do is they would put highly profiled people in compromising positions, and they'll have a camera guy take pictures and use those pictures as blackmail. This is equivalent of having your information, having all the information on you to control you. You know,
He hasn't even created anything. He doesn't know how to code. He's just simply kind of there. He does more of the advertising and marketing for Club Penguin Online. The real owner of Club Penguin Online is a user named Timmy. Timmy runs Club Penguin. He's coded Club Penguin. It is his game, but Riley owns the domain. Riley owns the Discord. So if Timmy were to go against Riley and fire Riley, well, there goes Club Penguin Online. There goes Timmy's creation. Timmy will then be doxxed, swatted, and hacked, just like the former developer Reed. Reed was a former developer for Club Penguin Online before Timmy, who basically had enough of Riley's shit, left Riley, exposed Riley. In return, Riley swatted him, doxed him, and hacked him. And Riley does that with pretty much anyone that goes against him. And if you mention any type of questions to Riley that he doesn't like, he bans you. Riley is also a big advocate on e-dating. Riley loves to date young girls online. He dates minors. He dated Vale, who was a minor. He dated Sydney, who's a minor. Chloe, who's a minor. And currently this girl named Miriam, who just recently they got a Club Penguin wedding. So congratulations, guys, on your underage wedding. I'm happy for you guys. But yeah, Riley, he has done that stuff. Now Riley, like I said, has doxed me. He has my docs. He has my information. And Riley has goons that work for him. One of his newer goons that replaced me is a guy named Twasin. He's been in the scene and the Club Penguin community a lot less than me, but he moved up the ranks very fast because he's now doing Riley's dirty work for him. He's spying on Riley. He's threatening people for Riley, and he's doing everything that Riley asks him to do. And then there's another user named Savannah, who's a girl that knows what Riley's doing, as you can see in the screenshots, but she claims that Riley's being a friend to her because Riley, backs her up or protects her and people harass her. She's under Riley's control, under Riley's brain twist and mind control. But both of these individuals work for Riley, and they defend Riley and his crimes that he's doing. And they harass people. So Club Penguin Online, if they see a server that they consider that could take their users, or a game that they see as a threat to their creation, then they will attack. Riley will send his hacker buddies to go ahead and get information on the owner, the staff that runs the game, and then go ahead and harass them, hack the server, or attempt to hack the server, and basically ultimately shut down the game. In a few minutes here, I'm going to go ahead and play an interview that I did with Club Penguin Reimagined's owner and a staff member of Club Penguin Reimagined. Now, Club Penguin Reimagined was a server that was a rival towards Club Penguin Online, and was picking up users pretty fast due to the kind of features that they had to offer. And in return, Riley didn't like that and basically harassed the owner and the staff members, doxed them, threatened to swat them, threatened to leak their nudes, threatened just a whole bunch of horrible stuff. And ultimately, Club Penguin Reimagined shut down due to them not feeling safe enough or secure enough to continue. And Riley won. And fortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this server that we're talking about, Club Penguin Online, has 6 million. Let that number sink in. 6 million registered users. Of those 6 million, about 300,000, maybe 600,000 are active. And with the quarantine that's going on right now in the United States and across the world, there's more people that are playing the game. So this server is a threat. We have allowed this man, this sick individual, to have this much power. The money that he's making, he is using to have people hacked. He is paying hackers to do these horrible things. You're giving this man money.
This is a equivalent to a RICO charge. Intimidation, threats, swatting, grooming and pedophilia on this Raleigh Park guy. It's a pedophile's wet dream here. Okay, this Raleigh guy crossed the line let's see, he threatened to dox, threatened to SWAT. Pretty much we call it the emotional, call it, what we call it, it's not good. It's not good because the thing is, people like that, the guy is a Jimmy Savile / Larry Glitter, Mark Zuckerberg of Club Penguin. Yeah. This Raleigh guy, again, he's a Mark Zuckerberg / Jimmy Savile / Gary Glitter of Club Penguin. And next week, next Tuesday, we're going to pick up at part 2 of the Peedoes and Groomers in his games. Next week will be Roblox. And this week on Grey Jedi TV at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. I don't know. I think this is some sick shit.
Because the ads that run on his site, he uses. So he has ad revenue on his site. So for those of you that don't know how ad revenue works, every single time that you visit Club Penguin Online, there is a set amount of ads on the site. If you don't believe me, go on the site and you'll see advertisements. Those advertisements are put there by Riley to generate money. Now, Riley makes the claim that he uses those ads to pay for the server costs. That's bullshit. He uses that money to fly to America. He flies to America to meet his girlfriends, to sexually groom them, or to pay hackers to do dirty work. I never got paid by Riley because my reward was that if I hacked for Riley, if I doxed for Riley, in return I would be a moderator and I would not be demoted. And he did that. So I never actually got paid, but there was hackers. I'm not going to mention their names because they're my friends, but that he has paid in Bitcoin to dox, SWAT, and to hack people. So the money that is generating from those ads by you guys playing his game, he's using that money to harm the community and to harm innocent children, individuals, and families. So let's go ahead and get with that interview. And then once the interview is done, I will go ahead and continue exposing Club Penguin Online. All right, so right here, I'm in a call currently with Hannah and Jess. Now, to give you background information on both of these people, Hannah was the owner of Club Penguin Reimagined, also known as CPRI, which was not a rival towards Club Penguin Online, but another alternative CPS server that you can play with. And then I have Jess, who was a staff member on CPRI for a while, pretty good friends, well, close friends with Hannah, and good friends with me. Both of them had encounters with Riley. Now, neither one of them staffed for Riley, which is what I'm trying to make the point that Riley doesn't care if you're a staff member or if you're an innocent person. He would go after you if he doesn't like you or if he sees you as a threat. Riley saw CPRI as a threat, and Hannah is going to go ahead and give her input on her experience.
Hey, listen, we're going to listen here.
Personally,
let's see, 1827. That's
I worked and played.
Okay, this is a
innocent person. He will go after you if he doesn't like you or if he sees you as a threat. Riley saw CPRI as a threat, and Hannah is going to go ahead and give her input on her experience with Riley being an owner of a server that personally got attacked. And then after that, Jess is going to give her side of the story of her encounter with Riley, never being staff on Club Penguin, having encounters because of CPRI. Thank you guys for doing this interview. you don't know, this is considered dangerous. Some people's eyes, Riley is more than likely going to try to target us. But Hannah, if you want to go ahead and give your side of the story of Riley.
So I was just a community member at first in CPO. I kind of started at CPR, I moved to CPO, and learned some things about Riley. Asked around the community, and some people confirmed, some people denied. And I did some more research. Actually, Jess and I and a bunch of our other friends did some more research, and ended up meeting an ex-CPO staff member who ended up handing me CPRI over a course of a few months. I got a lot of attention from Riley and CPO staff and community because one of Riley's ex-girlfriends, Cindy, was posing as one of my staff members who ended up being one of my co-owners because at the time she was the only person that knew enough about the community and running a community because she had been in Corey's service for so long that she was just my only choice. So I chose her to be my co-owner, and then that's when shit hit the fan. And we started, before we even opened, like launch, before we even set a launch date, we started getting like DMs from staff members, we started getting rats in our community, things like some of our photos were getting leaked to like their staff. So there was, potential stuff that we were doing in a month that they could do within a couple of weeks. So they could have stolen some of our ideas with some of these rats, meaning that rats are dangerous in any community. Over time, as we launched, he started following our site to the point where people just couldn't get on the servers anymore. He found out a lot of personal information about me and a bunch of my other staff members. He tried to dox me, and at the time, my best friend, like personal best friend, I've known her since I was literally a baby. And somehow, after all of that, after doxing us, or attempting to dox us, somehow got her and a few of my other staff members to leave my staff and work for him and become friends with him and be on his side or whatever. And over time, we just kind of like got too many untrustworthy people in CGI and had people go down because Riley just ended up harassing us so much that we just kind of like lost control of the community, lost control of the staff, and like lost control of honestly ourselves. And we ended up once around the time that we ended you us three that are here on this call right now.
It's the equivalent of the term we cannot have nice things.
Got a bunch of phone calls, which looked like they were from each other, but they weren't. They were from Riley. If we answered them, it would be him or him playing some audio, some sort of background, or like laughing, or some weird shit. But yeah, just got text messages from him. I got multiple phone calls. We've all got no caller ID phone calls from him. I'm sure some of the other like random numbers that like look like toll-free numbers were him too, but we just didn't answer them because
Those kind of numbers are scams kind of shit. So I do recommend, but this company isn't sponsoring my thing here. It's what I advise and recommend. I use it, and it is cloaked. Scammers really hate Cloak. Scammers really hate Cloaked, or Delete Me. Scammers hate these kind of companies that will go after data brokers, scammers, all that stupid shit, And you can even get Robo-Killer. Wow. I've been using Cloak for a good 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, and really got blown away by this thing, man. This is the best. For example, here I want to now Cloaked is definitely what I recommend. Definitely here. This is the number I got. This is and it's a spam call. That's from Cloaked. Definitely get Cloaked. Cloaked, yeah. It also protects your anonymity. You can also get a VPN. Any country you want to hide from, protect yourself, dude. It's straight up, absolute, awesome. And yeah, pretty much you can hide yourself behind these VPNs. So get Cloaked. No, they're not sponsoring this video. This is let's see.
We just don't answer that kind of shit anyways.
No, this is my channel, Exposed CPO. It was 17,000 views 5 years ago. That means 2000, no, and 2021.
But
Solely Riley that you got experience with, or was it? I know Riley has like flossing. Do you have any encounters with either one of those individuals, or was it just mainly Riley that was the one that was?
I'm pretty sure both of them were in our community. I'm not sure if Maxine was under an alt because he was threatening to ban CPO users from joining CPRI. And then he was basically forcing them to choose sides. And during all the time, Riley was like threatening or served the ball.
Again, it's the equivalent of we just can't have nice things.
And our server literally sending threats as these things after I put in screenshots. I was pregnant and engaged at some of this point, and he ended up harassing me so much that I ended up having a miscarriage when he threatened upon me and wished upon me. He was like, I hope you abort your baby, I hope you miscarriage, I hope I make you miscarriage. Like, he, my son,
This is sick.
like, late my fiance's last name, and just a whole bunch of crazy shit.
That was Hannah's side of the story. So Hannah definitely Hannah and Jess had orders to being I was there to witness all of this. Staff members for CPR, I wasn't an active user. But Jess, on the other hand, was a staff member who also got harassed. So Jess, do you want to go ahead and explain your side of the story and kind of your encounter with Riley, and if you have had any other encounters with any of the other staff, or was it just Riley?
Okay, I was just a community member. That's how I met Hannah, actually. At first, I was friends with at one time. I don't know if you want to hear about that, but when I first joined, I was good friends with TV. And what started me kind of thinking things were a little weird over there was she would
Again, this is a video titled "The Sick Truth About Club Penguin Online" from a former staff member, Part 1. And it's by Exposed CPO, 17,000 views. Shout out to Tricks. 5 years ago, we need to get rid of these sick bastards, man. We do. Part 2 will be next week about Roblox. Hashtag boycott Roblox.
smaller comments that would purposely try to get me in trouble. And she would be like, oh, like, what that person said, and then she would ban me, and I would be like, oh, why am I in trouble? And she would be like, oh, because you repeated what someone else said, and I'm like, okay, you asked me to say these things.
If any of you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification.
And now you're getting me in trouble.
This is titled "The Sick Truth About Club Penguin Online" from a former staff member, Part 1. This is by the channel Exposed CPO. 17,000 views 5 years ago. So it would be about 2021. Yeah.
And she slowly started to figure out the things that we were, like, asking that we had to research in our little group chat at the time. And she started to figure out that I was finding out things. So she was making sure, like, I was banned from everything, and then all my friends were getting banned from their site. And I didn't care. I was like, I know the truth about what you guys are doing. It's wrong. And she didn't deny anything, so that kind of confirmed what I already knew. And then when Han was handed CPRI, I became an admin on Han's staff. As she said, all our staff was a mess for a while after singing. And then when they started leaving and hanging out with Riley or whatever, that's after all the phone calls started, which you obviously know. I got text from Riley's girlfriend at the time, threatening the relationship I was in, that I'm no longer in, but I was the person I was dating at the time. I had text threatening my relationship. I had text talking about it when I was on the phone with you guys that one time. Someone also saw your Snapchat story that one time. Oh yeah, somebody was. I don't remember what I posted on my story. I posted. I was shopping at a store and I posted something, and somebody DM'd me on my Instagram, like a random account, or like a fake account, and was like, oh, like, I'll buy you the thing you put on your story, and I was like, what? And they were like, oh yeah, and they literally described exactly what was on my story and where I found it, and I was like, okay. I still to this day do not know who was on my Snapchat and where that came from.
So welcome back. So as you can see, guys, what I'm telling you is not cool. I'm not here to, like I said, to spread lies. I'm just simply here to warn the public. Obviously, I know people are going to watch this video and they're going to still play Club Penguin Online solely because they're ignorant or they don't believe so. But just know that when you play Club Penguin Online, you're giving this man money to do what he does. But anyways, continue on topic. So from that interview, as you can see, those were the Club Penguin reimagined staff and owner that both had firsthand experience of Riley, harassing them, causing issues, and making their life hell. If you don't believe me, in terms of
there are straight up information that this guy Trix has. Um, he's talking about this guy Raleigh who has become the Mark Zuckerberg. He become this Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter of Club Penguin.
So, I know not everyone who watches videos is familiar. They're going to say, oh, you're just one of those people that got banned for being simply upset and spreading lies. And that's fine. Do what you believe. But if you search Riley's on Google, you can look at tons and tons of posts of Riley's messages and of other Riley's and his victims coming out against Riley, screenshots, evidence of Riley asking individuals for excellent photos, threatening individuals' lives and well-being. A few moments here, I'm going to show on the screen DMs of me and Chloe, where she told me that Riley asked for news, and in return for news, he would give her ad. And I actually have DM recordings of this as well for anyone that doesn't believe me. And then I also want to show you guys one of Riley's students, Savannah, messaged me on Discord, basically telling me that she's going to report me to the police because back in 2019, she added me to a group chat with Riley, where Riley basically leaked all of my nude photos and leaked my address. And I told her that I would hurt her if she ever did that again. Now, obviously, I made a threat, not the smartest idea, but this threat was made a year ago.
Yeah,
She
that's
recently
insane.
added me on Discord and told me she was going to report me to the police. I have recording of those DMs.
It's always best to document. Um, create document. Always create documentation of people that are threatening you. And okay, always documentation, and with enough documentation, you'll have enough evidence to put this guy away. You know.
She tries to, as well as evidence of her calling my phone. I'm a no caller ID.
Always record phone calls. Uh, get pictures of the text, emails, everything that you can, so you have enough to defend yourself against somebody that is trying to destroy you. You know, this Raleigh guy, again, he's a Zuckerberg, he's a Seville, he's a Gary Glitter of Club Penguin.
Number 68 times in total, and then admitting to it. So, performing call harassment. I had to change my number because she would not stop. She then proceeds to not be able to get a hold of me through Discord or through my number because I blocked her on Discord and I changed the number. So she found my Snapchat, adds me on Snapchat, and then proceeds to message me there. So I'll just post all these screenshots on the video now. You guys go ahead.
Screenshots.
Feel free to
Screenshots.
Yeah, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here because I want to, spread lies or to, scare anyone, but this is an individual that we're giving power to. Simply how we can stop this individual is just not playing his game. Spread the message, spread this video. I'm going to make a part 2 video with other evidence that I have because I don't want this to be 3 hours long. But you need to really make sure that you guys are being careful when you play any type of game that is not owned by a company, because a company has to follow guidelines and procedures in order to operate.
Yeah.
These games are ran by individuals like you and me. Some have good motivations behind why they want to run the game. Others have motivations like Riley, where they just want power, they want to feel powerful, they want to feel like a god. And they display that by creating community that is popular and then running it, the way that they do. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to play Club Penguin, don't play Club Penguin online. Don't play Club Penguin. That's a whole other video, Club Penguin. Play other servers, other games that you guys can play other than Club Penguin. I know we're all in a quarantine right now and life's boring and whatnot. And trust me, I understand.
Now, mind you, this video, this part one of the sick truth of Club Penguin Online from a former staff member was 5 years ago. What was 5 years ago? The pandemic. The pandemic. So it is what it is. It's a sick thing, man. So
but there's other games you can play. You can play Toontown. I don't know how many of you guys play Toontown. You can play Toontown. There's even smaller Club Penguin servers. I'll link in the description below that are actually ran by good people that just want to create a game that can contribute to their childhood, not for monetary gain or anything like that. So check those games out. But please, Club Penguin Online is not a good game. I staffed this game. I one-on-one saw what this game has to offer and the people that run this game. I staffed for this game for 4 years. I worked for this individual for 4 years. I would not be here right now if I was not concerned. I know what this guy wants. I know what his goal, his end goal is. It's not a pretty one. So don't give this guy any more power than he already has. Let's fight as a community to stop the people like him from entering.
next week here on Great Jedi TV will be the exposure of Roblox. Roblox. Again, if you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. Love you guys. And we'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless. And this has been Great Jedi TV, presented by the Anonymous Prophet Network. And I am Reverend Ordo, the Mandalore of Common Sense. Peace.